Hey yo, what's poppin'? It's Friday night. Off the rails. I'm Chad. I've got a slurry of partners on here. I got the man, the myth, the great one himself, the great legend. What's up, bud?
And coming at you live, another episode of Off the Rails. Good to be here, Chad.
We've got one half of last night's Cat with Drew show. It's Drew Manchu, baby.
You know it, baby. We in here and we're gonna talk some books, and we got some guests, and we're gonna have a good old time.
That way. And we've got none other than Mark BKR. What up? What are you eating, Mark?
I am eating Chinese food.
Nice.
Sean.
And
Squid and Thousand.
Cat Ren Figures with the new shades. What's up, Cat Ren?
Hi.
How's your
Midnight
Friday night
Night.
going?
Pretty good. Technical difficulties before stream, but got some midnighter action.
Oh no, we got a run in.
Oh,
Oh, what the hell is this?
Damn!
Guys, right here. What's going on? It's Legend. I'll let you do the intros.
All right, we got two of the hottest freaking professional CBFers Comic Book Federation there's ever been on the Friday night show, and I'm talking the Mega Powers with Kenny, the Macho Head, 84, and one and only the immortal biggieshaq.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad to be on the Comic Corp show, biggieshaq and Macho Madness. Dude, I just got one thing to say, brother.
Oh, damn!
Oh,
Let the madness
authentic.
commence, dude. Bring on my boy, Big 84, dude.
You're absolutely right, biggieshaq and Mania. The madness running wild. Off the rails. There ain't no rails on Santa Monica Boulevard. NWO's in the house, taking over the Comic Corps. Well, joining the Comic Corps at least. Thanks for joining. Thanks for having us, man. For hanging out.
I got to tell you guys. I'm gonna dive right into it. You two are two of the best in the whole freaking community. Biggie, you're doing. I got to ask you a question here in a second. I'm gonna remind me to ask you how you're doing live feeds while driving.
Damn!
All right, dude.
Yeah.
No problem. Man.
But I mean, Kenny and you guys, two of the nicest, most positive individuals I've ever met, and that's what this is about. And you two have been very. It's a ray of sunshine with you guys. So I want to tell you thank you, and I appreciate what you guys do to the community.
Hell yeah, man. Peace and love. That's the Mega Powers way, man.
So Kenny, how
I've been having a
right,
blast with all this YouTube shit. Especially once I linked up with my boy Biggie and we got into a groove. I've been loving YouTube.
well, that's the question. How did you two come together?
Biggie, what do you
It's all
think?
84's fault, dude. It was you, bro. Big 84, man. I saw him, dude. I was like, yo, Big 84, dude. What's that book behind you? Is that a real? See, we was kind of primitive in our early days, dude. We didn't have all them big boy bangers we do now, dude. So I said, dude, is that a real Wolverine #1 behind you, Big 84? And he was like, sure. Let me show you. He turns around and he knocks it on the floor. Just like, oh no!
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I used to drop shit a lot. I know people, it was like almost synonymous with me for a while of like dropping shit. You 84'd it. But my grip, I got a pretty legit Kung Fu grip lately.
Dude, it's been a while.
I haven't
bro.
dropped anything in a while.
Your knowledge, though. I mean, the two of you, and Kenny, I've heard you talk. I mean, you're like, you and Carson are on a whole nother level compared to other people. Like, you know the stories. You're a reader and a collector, which is quite impressive.
Chad, look at you buttering my bread right now, brother. You know, I'm just trying to keep up with y'all, man. I don't know.
Well, I was taking
You
in
are,
that
dude. You're
cream.
a hell of an intellectual.
I was taking in that cream, man. I found Kenny. I was watching that Alex Ross Kingdom Come review, and I got that book from the library, man. I read it, and man, Kenny was spot on, man. Macho knows his books.
Yo,
Cause
Legend's
the
the
man's
only,
got
I think
those
Legend's
books.
legit one of the only people that has watched that video.
I watched both of them. I watched the
Okay.
review of the deluxe and the story review.
Dude, it took so long to make
Oh,
that
dude.
video. Cropping out all the panels and making a slideshow and narrating it. And I put some voice effects, right? And it was like, want 12 viewers. I was like, God damn it, I ain't spending that long again.
Oh yeah, I know.
The Legend was one, but I appreciate it, man.
Amen, brother.
So,
Yeah, dude.
what made you decide to jump on and into the game of the YouTube world?
Well, it kind of started out. I think a big group of us, dude. We would just kind of show our books, you know, man. We would just like flop them out, like, yo. We would talk, you know. We wouldn't get in front of the mics and stuff. And I didn't catch on to y'all till later, but I was kind of watching some guys do some spec books, and you know, I was pretty early, and it's about 4 or 5 years ago, I think. I don't know. I think 84 says it wasn't as long as it was, but that's when I started collecting. I'm saying like in this year. Yeah, like what, 6-8 months ago we started fucking around. 84. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
This is off the rails. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
Hell yeah.
9 months.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so about 9 months
93.
ago, dude. We just started getting in front of the cameras. I saw 84 doing it, and he started doing hangouts, and I hopped on there with him and Big NYC, Big HBK. Yeah, there's about 10 of us in there, dude. Yeah.
Nice.
And I did my wrestling gimmicks, you know, and 84 kind of started that too, because he did the Dusty Rhodes, and I tried to do Dusty, and that didn't work, and I did Hogan.
Now,
Yeah.
are you?
And then
I want to go ahead and put this out there right now, right? Great Legend has been doing wrestling promos forever, right? You're the first one
yeah, dude.
came out and did the Hogan,
Yeah.
did it right, and did it long form,
Top notch.
right? You lived the gimmick on a couple of live shows for like 45 minutes plus as Hogan, and like honestly, that
Dude, I missed
started
that.
this
I want to
whole
see that.
nonsense where you like everybody wants to put their wrestling gimmick out there and show their books at the same time. You were the first one to be doing that, man. You were the innovator of this whole deal.
Me or a Legend, dude? I'm lost.
Biggie Shaq, man. Biggie Shaq.
Oh, okay. No, but yeah,
Always
dude,
did
Legend was
promos.
doing this stuff before too, man. He was doing. I think he was doing pay-per-views with Bueller.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like, y'all be playing the wrestling, dude.
Yep. Me,
Yeah,
Chad.
but I did
Bueller.
go out on a limb and kind of just straight promo. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You were the first one to really
Big Drew,
come
baby.
out and do the Hogan hard. JD Flair owes JD Flair to Biggie Shaq. And that this hunt, this whole hunt gimmick where everybody's a wrestler now, you started that shit, man.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Well, if we're going off the rails, dude. If we're going off the rails, dude, they need to all grovel down on their knees at the big man, Biggie Shaq, dude. I already know that, dude. But you know, I give a little bit of credit to my man 84. I give credit to Legend. I give credit to C-Dub, dude. There was guys banging and clanging, dude, way before me, man. I understand that, dude. I pay homage to the history, man. That's what I always teach and preach to the children, dude. You know, so
I'm just saying you were not the late bloomer on this whole thing. You were like, you started doing it, and then honestly, I'm gonna shout him out in the chat right now. Oh, I took him off because you put him on.
Oh, sorry.
there he is.
90 picked up the ball.
There's our
and
boy.
ran with it.
YouTube is
Dude.
Hey,
Yeah,
as far
bro.
as like that, the whole YouTube comics wrestling crossover community,
Comic Book Federation.
honestly, I think the two of you are kind of responsible. Now, Kenny, I love that you do the Macho Head thing, and you and Biggie together are so great. And it's cool that you guys found each other. I think that's awesome.
And,
Thanks,
we want to do. We might ask you guys here shortly, but that's one of the shows that we want to do on Comic Core. It is a wrestling show, the old school reviews. Are you guys currently watching WWE or NWO or, I mean, oh my God, AEW and
I always watch NWO, dude. But yeah, I keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean, dude?
because
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Nothing's really that last Cody Rhodes little promo was pretty good. You know, he's saying he ain't gonna go for the strap no more, dude, if he loses to Big Jericho, man. And I think Cody Rhodes could put Jericho in the dirt, dude. Even though my man Big Y290 YouTube is 90 is a Jericho-holic, dude. I think my man Big Cody Rhodes is gonna roll him up, dude.
Yeah, Jericho's washed.
I'm trying to have a good day at work tomorrow.
regarding
but
that show
down
was
to Vegas.
good because that's the first time in a long time that we actually saw a build up to a pay-per-view, because WWE doesn't have to do that with the network anymore.
Right. True story.
Yep.
True
So,
story.
I might bust the stitch, but I got to do it for him. Oh yeah, brother! I got to ask you a question.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah. That's for you. And I'm
Careful.
From
done. So Legend had a couple questions real quick.
Yeah, man. Big fans of the Mega Power Hour, but as far as the wrestling goes, I know you guys also are, of course, really big into comic books, and I got to know,
Hell yeah.
Marvel or DC, Biggie? Marvel or DC? What are you, man? Who do you like best, Marvel or DC?
Damn. Dude, you know what, man? I was thinking about this question earlier, dude, and I was glad that I was, because I'm going to break it into 3 categories for you, dude. My favorite reading material is probably Deadpool. My favorite superhero is Superman, and my favorite book to collect is Captain America.
Damn, that's a trifecta like no other, man. That's a trifecta.
Pretty good, dude.
Damn. How about you,
Yeah, man.
Kenny Macho 84? What you got, man?
It's tough to just
DC.
A or B, like a binary choice, man. Marvel or DC. For a while, I would always, maintain that Marvel controlled the 80s and even a lot of the 90s. And then the modern stuff, I thought DC was putting out the better product. In the last year or so, though, Marvel's kind of been taking care of business,
Yeah.
So sneeze at there. But I think at the end of the day, my favorite character to read, period, and my favorite character is Batman. Batman is the greatest comic book character created to me. Best rogues gallery. There's the most meat on the bone on his character and his universe to myself.
That guy loves him some Batman.
I do like Batman, but I would argue about his rogues gallery. That's for another show.
Oh, what? How?
There's too much to unpack this. There's too much to unpack this issue, but yeah, it's a Coke or Pepsi thing. It's like it's either who's the better rogues gallery, is it Batman or is it Spider-Man?
1966 Batman TV show. Every episode was a rogue. It was awesome.
I think the one thing you can say about Batman's gallery that you can't say with Spider-Man's is I feel like Spider-Man's villains, you could see them fighting any other.
That's the thing DC has done though since the New 52 is everybody fights Batman's villains.
Yeah, kind of meshed them together.
Yeah, but I feel like Batman's villains are custom tailored to him. I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't leave Gotham. They fit so well in Gotham.
But they're always all over the place. Joker's always messing with everybody.
Yeah.
They're all big time. Right. You see, there are crossover books where they're always dealing outside of Gotham at this point. So it's like Catwoman does whatever she does wherever she wants to do it. Joker does whatever he wants to do. Poison Ivy's all over the fucking place. So that argument I think is dead in the water in modern DC.
Well, it's just because we
can agree to this. Honestly, I could talk about this for hours, and I don't want to hijack the conversation.
Yeah, I would heavily defend that point, but
yeah. Like whenever I hear somebody that says Batman, definitely, I'm like, you gotta give some respect to Spider-Man's role.
I'd like to say something right now, dude.
I know it's a bunch of animal cracker jabronis, brother. If you ask me.
Well, he's an animal cracker hero.
There's the psychological. There's every Batman villain you could say is
psychologically you're gonna. But that's the thing is psychologically you're gonna discount Doc Ock and you're gonna discount Kraven the Hunter and you're gonna discount Eddie Brock as Venom. You're gonna discount all that. Psychologically, Spider-Man's got a lot of deep villains, man. A lot of deep villains. You're talking about a long history of a lot of deep villains and a lot of weird shit. Like you even take in the Clone Saga, all that stuff, and you got to look at all the villains that are brought into that. So what's his name? The freaking what the hell is his name?
What, a villain?
Clone guy, yeah.
Chameleon or Electro or
no, that's the I can't fucking remember. I'm drawing a blank right now
because there's so many Spider-Man villains.
Because Spider-Man villains are forgettable, brother.
No,
oh, you got him,
dude. Fucking clone Gwen Stacy in the '90s, man. She came out.
I did.
Dude,
why can't I remember the name? This is driving me insane.
Big Drew, man.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I think I'm having.
Hey, me and 84 love you, bro. You're a tough cookie to crack, brother. I tell you that right now, man. We all love some Drew Manchu, baby, dude. A Big Comic Corp Shad, man. You kind of molded all together, dude. And that's so awesome, man. You brought this whole corp together, dude. And I really appreciate that, dude, because y'all put out some high level, top shelf stuff, dude. And of course, Big Legend, man. I've watched all of your videos, dude. I gotta point out one thing, man. The Legend's truth, dude. so much truth in that, dude. You could dissect that 10, 20 times, dude, and it's still not enough, brother. I love that shit, man.
I like
Big Cat Ren, you representing hard for the ladies. Appreciate that. I just want to get that out there, dude. We want to show love to y'all too, man.
Oh, thank you so much, Biggie Chat. Talk about showing love. It's been a little while since we showed some love to that chat. Great legend. You want to hop into that chat?
Dude, let me check that chat like my boy Seawood19 always tells me to do from time to time. No, I'm gonna check.
Wait. Hold on.
Check that chat because there's only one guy. The one guy that checked the chat, the very first man who ever did a solo live show in this comic book community. The very first man who was ever in a group live show in this comic book community. I'm gonna go down the chat like I always did because the chat is where it's at. And we got Sam's Tangle Web, man. He's always flinging them webs around, getting crisscrossed with applesauce. We got the DBC off the LBC on the San Fran scene. We got DBC Discovery Bay Comics. Oh, how did this guy get there? Third in line. He's out of time. Drew Manchu, baby. And, man, this guy, he just shaved his face because he's the man that runs the place, and he's Comic Man Andy. And how can I say break a 19? It's the CB, Chris Barrett, man. Great to see you. And then hold on, let me take a drink for this next guy. The Mastodon. Donnie, man, great to see Donnie here tonight. We got Scott Evans in the house. Scott Evans, just your classic name, you know, like those jobbers, you know, that came on and usually got their asses whooped.
Evans a jobber.
It's great to see you, Scott Evans. Tony Fett, you got to place a bet with Tony Fett. Once you're on this man's live show, you'll be glad you know because he's got some great guest spots available on his show. Man, great to see you. We got Steve Martin in the house, man. Roxanne, great movie, classic. JD Comics in the house. The JD Flair be strutting around in his robe and underwear. We got Steve and Spock, man. Two of the best, Steve and the dog Spock. Man, they love the job. We got the J Hood Mafia, dude. We got J Hood Creative, man. He had his very first live group show with his 4 friends, Coach Vic, the amazing or the fantastic Cheese, Mr. Cheese, and he had his buddy Mark in there too. I think his name was Mark. We got the guy that does all the graphics, and I'm talking Bob World. And Bob, I'm going to get to you because you're my, one of the books you sent me was my pick of the week. We got the guy, man. If you haven't heard about the TJ, the Slab Dragon Watson, he's one of the most generous guys in the comic book community. He has been putting together, him and JD, the Purple Dragon boxes. So you got to get y'all's hands on that when they come out. Now, this guy is impressing me on the DS Comics scene. When he did the hosting for the MCing for DS Comics auction, I'm talking Bubs Comics. Great guy. Man, hot on the mic. Y'all got to definitely check him out. We got the Natural White Whale Comics, man. It's great to see Alex in the chat. Not Alex. Alex, gone too soon.
Alex is.
Hey, Cat Ren, is your man ever not eating on this show? I don't know. We'll find out. We got John's Comics with Kids. He's always rocking multiple live shows, but his most famous live show is going to be tomorrow morning. Make sure you check it out when he's on there with his 2 daughters, Kate and Charlie, 2 of the best. Bear Island, he finally landed from Spirit Airlines. God dang, how many people we got in this chat tonight?
Hey, man, we got 28 watching live right now.
Oh my God, man, there's so many live, and there's like no way they can. Hey, man,
you can't catch up, can you?
We got to get them super chats, man.
We're working on it.
Who else we got here? All right, and then we got YouTube is 90. Great to see you. And man, Chad, this chat is freaking popping tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say, dude? The Mega Powers bring the pain, man. They knew that this was going to be a major collaboration, dude. Everybody showed up, man. I appreciate that.
I just want to point out, so I don't have a seizure. The Jackal is what I was looking for.
Oh,
the Jackal.
Jackal. Okay, he's classic,
right? And then that was like stuck in my brain like a fucking peanut in the back of my tooth.
Good.
It's just like jabbing at me.
So I also I don't want to bogart all the time because we can't. Comic at 84. He is going to be joining over on another chat. Open up a browser, watch those guys over on the hunt. Tony Sanders. Are you going to win tonight or I know Comic Man Andy or I'm sorry McNugget is in it as well.
Ooh. What?
Yeah, I heard the McNugget is going to be a featured.
McNugget.
What's your
McNugget?
grail?
Comic Man Andy.
Comic Man
That
Andy.
guy,
him
is that
and
for real?
McNugget? Damn.
That's his nickname.
That's his nickname.
that's a
When-
joke.
he was a McGriddle when he had a beard, and now he's got a McNugget.
Pinky's out for the McNugget.
Because I'm not on the main hunt like battle, because he does two separate ones: the cover championship and then the main
Right.
hunt thing. So I'm doing a little.
Right.
We're doing the opening. We're gonna jerk the curtain for the gang. Me and Jeffrey Comic Con and do a little
Cameo
cover
Con?
battle. Who can put out the best? We got to put forth the best cover. I chose the theme, and interestingly enough, the theme I chose was best Batman villain cover.
Hey, you better beat him, because when I was on the hunt, I got jobbed out to a cameo from Jeffrey
Oh, I remember that.
Cameo Con
How do
Henson.
you lose
Go
without a-
ahead and throw some Cameo Con Henson shade
You
at
had the
him.
Disney variant, right?
Look,
Yes.
just a bunch of haters in that chat. Bunch
Hey,
of haters in
man.
that chat. Bunch of haters. They weren't ready. They weren't ready for the true heel. They weren't ready for the true heel.
You healed it up big time.
I had X-Pac heat. I had Jeff Jarrett go away heat. I had all the heat, my friend. I had all the heat.
Dude, his
I
promos
brought
were
fire.
good.
And
I
by the
brought
way,
fire.
to clarify, because when I watched you on that episode, I hadn't really dug into too much AEW yet.
Right?
So, because at first I was like, "Oh, he's
You're
doing
like, why is he
Heyman
just
thing."
being a dick?
I'm like, "You're doing Paul Heyman," is what I thought for a while.
I wanted to
But
do
it's
Paul
that
Heyman,
dude
but then
with
I don't know
Fox,
if I could have kept the energy up for that.
What's his name? That guy.
MJF.
MJF. man.
Dude, I
Yeah,
saw an
yeah.
Instagram video today from StarCast in Baltimore where he signed some girl's picture and it says "to whore MJF."
Damn.
It's just absolutely great. It's like, and she's like, she paid $45 for that shit. You know she did.
All right, so I want to give another shout out while we have people in the chat.
Ben Karsten, Rice Melts. We got
and
a tattoo fan in here. 36 Chambers tattoo. Good to see y'all tonight.
And I kind of want to let them know with what some of the things are coming up next week.
Oh yeah.
Next week, on Thursday night, is going to be a very special night because the Comic Core is being puppetized.
Yeah, we are.
So we will be doing the entire show as puppets that are being made from. If you guys haven't seen it on Prime Video, on Amazon Prime Video, there's a show called what?
Transylvania Television. So Transylvania Television is an entirely puppet cast. They come from the Puppet Forge. Legend and I were lucky enough to actually interview Gordon Smulder from the Puppet Forge, who's the head of the Puppet Forge, as well as Yeti from the Puppet Forge. And Yeti actually has a cousin that stars on Transylvania Television, that Henry J. Berry Monster. So,
And
God,
also,
I know, but they're still family. Yeah.
and then this is a pretty exciting one. Everybody has their spec books, and I think Comic Tom spec this book as well as Stuart spec this book. But the creator and author and everything of the book Niobe will be on our show. Niobe has been picked up for in February for HBO, and
Really?
yeah. So
Wow.
I guess the book is shooting up in prices, so they will be on. The creators and the artists will be on our show.
Dude, that's so freaking awesome. I know Kat Wren's a big fan of Niobe, and we can't wait to have them people on the show because that thing is already hot as anyone's got, and it's going to be made into a TV or movie, man. Damn, I know, man.
Yeah.
But I'm
I gotta
excited
see
that a
that
lot of great stuff is coming down the pike on the old Comic Core. But, you know, one of the things we do on Friday night, Carson's not here to, you know, keep us on the rails. But one thing we like to talk about is what you read during the week. Did you get any cool stuff, Biggieshaq, this week? You know, new books?
Oh, yeah,
or old
dude.
books? What'd you get, man?
Dude, I got some fresh stuff. My newest books are in another room, but I got my newest kind of second to newest, dude. I got first Forge, brother. Check that out, man.
Oh,
That
Forge,
looks
love
even
Forge.
better when it's on the big screen. That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah, dude.
Synchronicity. Dude,
Look at that. First
so
Forge, man.
awesome. That's an early.
Oh, I got this one tonight. I got this one tonight, dude. Big Comic Tom, man. I went and got that bad boy, brother. $9, man. It went up $1.
Top
Spider-Verse air print.
Still bagged and tagged.
We're going way back with this one, dude.
Holy hell. Holy hell. That is early. One of them early April O'Neil cover appearances as well.
She had the good hair back then, right? The Jerry girl.
That's about it. I think I'm good right there. That's about all I got. I got some more stuff, but that was like my newest stuff.
How about you, Kenny? You read anything or get anything this week?
Yeah, the stuff I read was on the digital tip. You know, I read
Digital all the way.
the recent Batman issue. Unfortunately, Tom King continues to fail, brother. And you know, it was he like wanted to square up with Bane, and he's like, "I promise, we're gonna fight man to man." And then he's like, "Psych, I'm a cheater," and he cheated. And then Catwoman had to come in and save him, like always.
My girlfriend's tougher than you are.
Yeah,
That's how I read that issue.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, what's wrong with that?
And look, there's not anything wrong with that if you're not the world's greatest detective. If you're the world's greatest detective,
let's
going
get
out
it
like a
back
punk.
to Kenny real quick. Kenny, what else do you read, brother?
yeah, but anyway, so I read
Sorry,
Batman.
bud.
I wasn't too thrilled with it, but I read the X-Men stuff, X-Force. I dug X-Force.
Oh yeah,
And New Mutants. I think those both came out this week, right?
They did.
Those were legit, I will say. I approved. I think I enjoyed X-Force the most. Legit. And as far as stuff that I actually bought, let me see. Well, I didn't just buy this, but look at this. I did a little Frankenstein.
dude. Oh my God, I used to have that.
Dude, this right here, because I cracked another slab that I had, right? This is my first comic that I ever owned. So I cracked it, and I made a little custom label. See how it says 84 on it?
I love that, dude.
And the keynote say Kenny's first comic.
Dude.
And I got some white out on the back because my mom wrote a phone number on it in pen, and I was like, "Ma, what did you do?"
Dude, the memories, though, man. That's memories right there, man.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun just to throw it in a slab. So, I caught that, and I jumped on a little spec train type thing because I'm like,
oh, okay, yeah, that's classic.
There's some Guinness. Yeah.
Thunderbolt.
You know what I'm saying? I never read the run.
Cool.
It was
It was a good run.
on the spec train. What can I say?
The run was kind of hit or miss all the way through, but that part of it is really good.
Is it William Hurt? Really is that his name, Drew? William Hurt? Is that the actor that plays Thunderbolt Ross?
Yeah, yeah.
See, he could. They could CGI that man, get that red going.
Why not?
I don't know if he's down for a mocap, but
He
doesn't have to do the mocap. He just needs to do the voice. That's it.
yeah.
They'll make him good. Hey, Drew, how about you, man? What did you get this week, brother? I know Kenny said X-Force, and I know you're a mutant fan. You got some
I got those. Yeah. You know what, though? I'm going to show some of my New Mutants covers.
All right.
Because I was very, very happy with the way that they all turned out. This is the Javier Garron.
It's a beautiful cover.
Right? That's the Young Guns cover. That's the A cover right there. I really enjoyed New Mutants. To know more about New Mutants, you can check out the pre-recorded review that I did on the Comic Core.
You slapping a little Art Germ right there, aren't you?
That's Germany's. And everybody who on the internet knows that Magic's boob window went away, but not on this Art Germ cover. And we're very happy about that. And this is the 1 in 25, I believe. I really dug that as well. That was a cool story. I enjoyed where that's going. A lot of fun characters in that one. X-Force, on the other hand, I thought was fun. A lot of action. The art was highly stylized, and it was just, for me, the least tied in to the overall X-Men thing going on right now. Kind of the least must read, but it was fun. You could probably read it if you're not reading the rest of the other stuff, which might be a selling point for some people. Legion of Doom. Bam, this was Justice League number 35. This is one of those
Ace Tone covers.
Yeah.
Ass Tone.
You know what? I'm done with Justice League. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. I can't even wipe my ass with this because the cover is not
too sharp,
conducive to butt crack cleanliness. Same issue with City of Bane, man. This is just like the whole thing just is such fucking nonsense.
That's why you buy that DC universe, amen.
It's just not good. Man. It's like the whole run kind of has culminated in the fact that Batman doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's his plan.
I love that shit. That's my favorite shit.
Nah, doesn't do anything for me.
I don't feel bad
Batman the
about
Outsiders
hiring that
Annual was kind of a self-contained story about Katana.
Damn, no Black Lightning. Black Lightning.
No, Black Lightning is definitely in the book.
Okay, gotta get love,
and it's like he's boring. But the story's okay. It's kind of like a one shot. So I haven't really been reading it, and the fact that it was an annual gave me the opportunity to kind of like just be like, oh, well, let's see what's going on here.
One shot.
The Immortal Hulk, man, number 26. A lot of people had a lot of weird things to say about 25. It's kind of out there and all over the place, kind of the end game of the whole Immortal Hulk thing, with him being the world breaker, kind of Galactus character, and the leader seeing this message from the future or some shit. I don't know what that was all about, but this was all about Bruce Banner sitting down and having a conversation with Amadeus Cho. And
little mentoring?
Yeah, no, kind of Cho being like, dude, what are you doing? And him saying, I know what I'm doing. And him saying, dude, there's no way you have any idea what you're doing. And him saying, no, man, I know what I'm doing. And it ends with him being like, no, you don't know what you're doing. And that's pretty much the gist of it. But I enjoyed it. And I think it's the first time I've enjoyed Amadeus Cho in a long time. I liked that Totally Awesome Hulk run. And this calls back to a lot of that stuff. I did not like when they made him Brawn on the Champions and kind of depowered him, but kept him kind of hulked up. So he's kind of like She-Hulk. He's like a tween She-Hulk dude. Like
I like when those heroes.
It's not a good look.
Like Superman and Keenan Kong. Remember their little chats on the rooftops?
I thought that was cool. And they don't do really the mentor-mentee thing here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Amadeus Cho's trying to talk him off the ledge. So, but it's cool. I dig it. And I think that the Bennett art is just wearing on me in Immortal Hulk. It's just not as good as it was, but it is what it is.
Hey, you know what? I got to ask this guy what he's read this week. Superstar Mark BKR, what'd you read this week? Or shall I say, what are you ingesting at the moment, Mark? Oh, and he's gone too soon.
He's gone.
Mark stepped out for a second.
Well, I guess we can ask you, Kat, or you, I guess.
Kat, what are you reading?
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah.
No, show me some DC, baby.
I'm going to shock a lot of people here.
Oh, shit. Is this a Marvel book?
So, no. Okay, so before we get on into that, you wanted to say hi?
What? Hi.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mark.
Legend says hi. So before I go on into my pick, I'm sorry, Drew says hi as well. I don't want to make him feel left out. But before I get on into my picks for the week,
I got to say one thing. I love your glasses. I know why you're wearing them. They're to see me a little bit better, baby. And that's what I like.
Well, yeah, I had to look at the gorgeousness. But first off, huge shout out to Chris Barrett in the chat. I know I have been seriously pushing for people to watch some Transylvania television, and I can see from his messages in the chat he's definitely been watching. Hashtag Yippee Buckets for life. Getting ready for the Yeti, all that good stuff. But my first pick of the week is actually Elephant Men, volume 0. So this is Armed Forces. I've never actually read Elephant Men before, but I've always wanted to. And I got a hell of a deal on basically all of the hardcovers.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got all the hardcovers?
Yes, I did, actually.
Shit, that's sweet.
I've been wanting to read this, and I got a killer deal. So I started reading this in my lunch hour, and
holy shit,
you're halfway through it. Wow. But I'm loving the hell out of this book. The artwork throughout is pretty spectacular. I'm not the biggest fan of war-torn stories, but something about this is definitely really keeping my interest. The fact that we're dealing with human-animal hybrids that have been trained and basically just engineered to be this ultimate killing force to wipe out mankind is pretty awesome. Egret in this is pretty fantastic. And definitely enjoying the heck out of some Elephant Men right now. But
makes me want to shake my yippee buckets.
I know, right? Another thing, shout out to my boy C. Wood.
There he is.
So I got this. So this is the last drive-in with Joe Bob Briggs. This is the 45 printed from some of his Shudder commentaries. So I got this for our record player. I do love me some Joe Bob Briggs. I know that Carson Seawood also loves some Joe Bob Briggs. And definitely excited to have this. Very limited print. Really excited.
Your device is connected.
And for any of you who missed the Drew and Kat show last night,
couldn't have missed that.
This gorgeous monstrosity. So this is my Joe Ledbetter Robin. He's literally a Robin. But been wanting this guy for a while. He's pretty awesome. I'm actually a fan of the fact that he actually stands up on his own. It's not one of those things where you have to put him with like a stand or anything. I guess the Batman from this run is really hard to get to actually stand up on his own.
That is so cool. I first saw that at C2E2 behind a pane of glass. I mean, they were really displaying those.
Yeah, I like that.
Beautiful. Damn, you know what that means, people? That means it's time for the great legend to give you his picks of the week. And you know how the great legend does. Hey, cut my music. Cut my music, baby. You know, man, my picks of the week were like Kenny, the Comic Head 84. I'm going digital. You know, I haven't finished reading the Flat Top Saga out of the Dick Tracy treasury that my boy Carson gave me. But what I have been reading is I'm continuing my journey through The Blackest Night. Jeff Johns' classic Blackest Night storyline from the old days, man. That's how it was, man. That's how it was. But let me tell you, I was reading the Titans. I read the Titans Blackest Night, all 3 issues, freaking superb. You had some Hawk, you had some Dove, and in the end, they weren't showing no love because they was just out of control. And then after that, I read, a little one shot, because when you're in danger, you got to call on the Phantom Stranger. So I read Phantom Stranger Blackest Night issue. That was freaking cool. You had the who was that old blue guy, Ian Ziering ass, Blue Devil it was.
Dr. Manhattan.
No, not that too many dongs, and I ain't going to talk that long. Paul would kill me, man. But, it was a great show, or a great issue, and they defeated Spectre and got Spectre to see the light because Spectre had the black ring on. So they got Spectre saved, and they continued on their little mission into the infinite, abyss of hell, whatever. But the 2 good kick-ass issues, read them, or, 4 issues actually. Read those on the DC Universe. And last but not least, I told you a little earlier I was going to give that shout out to Bob World. I read Dark Shadows issue 1 from Dynamite Entertainment. This was a series that came out around 2011, maybe 2012, kind of to hype up the shitty ass Tim Burton Johnny Depp movie. But this issue 1 was excellent. It takes place after the TV show went off the air, which was 1971. So the time period's in the 70s. And Barnabas is afflicted with the vampirism curse again. Angelique. I mean, she's driving them all crazy. But it was a great introduction issue. If you've never read Dark Shadows, it's by Dynamite. It kicked ass. It had Quentin Collins. It had all the people. It's me, Austin. It was me. But no, great issue. So Bob World, thanks again for hooking me up with a ton of Dark Shadows. And man, now I've got like doubles and triples of some of those because they're so freaking good. And when you watch and read the Dark Shadows, man, it's like I'm watching, episode 1226, episode 1227, the episodes that weren't made when they ended the show, but it's like I get to relive it all in a whole new light. And that's what it's all about here on Friday night. Chad, what'd you read this week, brother?
I didn't read anything.
Damn! You didn't read the newspaper?
I was in the hospital.
You didn't read. You had to read your phone. I sent you some text messages.
I got those.
That's a lot to read.
Amen.
I ended up
goddamn novel.
I did watch this week's Titans. I got caught up on NXT, and I got caught up on AEW, and I gotta still get caught up on that other one.
Yeah, Black Lightning is on CW. Definitely catch up on Jefferson Pierce, Thunder and Lightning. They're coming at you hard, coming at you live. James
catch up on
Remar.
that Watchmen.
You need to get some. You need to get caught up on some Transylvania television.
That's what I got to get caught up.
But
Some
I mean,
puppets.
I know these two guys got to bolt to get over to the hunt, but let's give them some time to, show some appreciation. If you guys haven't subbed them up, I'm sure you already have, because these are the two biggest names in the game. I'm thinking 5 seconds ahead.
Not really, dude.
I'm rhyming. I'm
He's
a
rhyming.
poet
He's
and I
throwing it
didn't
down.
even know it.
He's
I've
throwing
got
it
the
down.
gift of gab and the gift of jab. So, Biggie Shaq, brother,
Yo,
question for you. How? The best thing I've ever seen in my entire life was you completely in character, driving down the mean streets of Ohio, rocking that gold around your neck and had that belt on that strap on your shoulder. Brother, I love it. I love it.
Open that Wu-Tang like
Thank
a
you.
champion.
Biggie.
yeah, dude.
You are the man, and you are super positive.
Thank
I
you.
love how you keep it real. Huge love to you all the time, man. Oh my God, there it is.
That's
Look at that.
That's how it should. That's the black costume. That's first black costume appearance right there.
Dude, that's first NW. That's
First
Hey,
black
big
appearance.
shout out to Simple Man's Comics in the chat. Says he loves the Hulkamania.
Yep.
Yo,
so,
I
man,
want to take it down Santa Monica if when me and Big 84 hit the road, dude. If that's all right with y'all, man.
Oh, by all means. And then Macho Comic F84, brother.
Yeah, man.
Met you in Baltimore. Got to apologize more than enough times. Hopefully, I'll keep on.
Cousin
Yeah, well,
David.
It wasn't that big a deal to me, man. I grew up around recklessness and shit.
That's exactly what it was.
So I was in my
recklessness.
comfort zone.
That
When
reckless
I hit the
cousin
fan, I was
David.
comfortable. I was like, "What up, y'all? It's cool."
But
Dude,
dude,
recklessness,
love what you
way to
do.
describe
Keep
it.
it going. Keep it strong. And I mean, you guys are wrecking it all day long,
Yeah.
all night long.
Just hanging out. I don't really do it for the. I've come to the conclusion that I do YouTube for hanging out with a few of my buddies and entertaining maybe 30 people that routinely watch my stuff.
Dude,
And I'm
one of
cool with
30,
that. That's all.
30.
That's it, bro. I got a job. I'm not trying to get lucrative or anything. I'm just trying to have fun. It helps me get more out of the comic collecting hobby. And dude, if a couple dozen people want to, check out my stuff and I can hang out with people like you guys and all that,
Well, I mean,
brother, it's all good.
well, the one thing that we've always said, and JD's been saying it a lot. If we ever are able to monetize, we're not going to monetize.
What?
Yeah,
No,
Why wouldn't you, dude? Everybody does.
yeah, but that's not us. I mean, we made this.
Oh man,
I'll put it this way.
I'll try
We
to
were born dirt poor, and we're gonna
yeah,
die
change
dirt
his
poor.
mind, yo.
I'll
That's
try to change his
ridiculous.
mind. I want super chats. I want some money. We need,
Well, in you guys' case, I'm sure that might be smart because you'd have to split it however many motherfuckers are in Common Core.
you have to
That's
split it,
only going to cause problems. So you're probably
Yeah, remember
right.
when you got that super chat legend?
84 got ahead, dude. I don't know. I didn't think of that.
All right, so here's the main reason, and I'll give a big shout out to him. I talked to Paul earlier this week, and he checked on me, and he said to me, he was like, "Man, I love how the channel's evolved into what we wanted it to be. It's supposed to be a community channel," and he's like, "It all came together with Mora, and that's true." And I mean, at her,
every man does have a price.
But at the end of the day, man, this is a community channel. If somebody wants to put a show up, hit us up. We'll let you do it. We don't care as long as you don't go over the edge, like Drew.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Drew,
whoa.
you got a big announcement to say about where the channel's going and who we're partnering with.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some collaborations with Jason Cantu, one Comics Misexplained, and the folks over at Comic Cast. So if you guys are not subbed up to Comic Cast, it's the S&B network, check them out. Check out the podcasts, the Outright Geekery website, all kinds of cool stuff going on over there. And we're going to be doing some pre-recorded content together and getting together, have a good time. So hopefully that's a lot of fun. And I'm going to keep doing the reviews that I'm doing on the Comic Core. Keep those coming, at least 2 or 3 a week. The books that really speak to me are the ones that I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to go ahead and bother putting up a review just to put up a review. So if I feel passionately about something one way or the other, I'm going to let you know. So you're going to see a lot of high scores and a lot of low scores. And that's kind of the way I do it. I like the books that I review. So I'll tend to delve into them a little bit more and hopefully not trying to push myself to do too many of them will allow me to do a better job on those.
They will also be taking, picking and choosing weekly some of the shows on the Comic Core to be on their podcast and be pulling off and putting it on the podcast. So I know Golden Guys is up and maybe even this.
So yeah, I think we're going to try to do a Comic Core podcast that is representative of what we do all around. So I also have a new show in the works. So if anybody are action figure collectors, plastic collectors, let me know. I'm looking for some collaborators to get an action figure show together. And we see Walter White hanging out there, Chad.
I got quite a few.
And one last thing before we let these guys go, I want to go ahead and talk about this right here. I'll be putting up a video this weekend on how you can win one of these fantastic 14.5 inch Incredible Hulk Marvel Legends. He comes with multiple heads. He comes with clenched fist hands. He's super freaking posable. And you're not getting that dirty old one I've had my hands all over. You're going to be getting fresh, minty fresh, in-box, shiny, shipped to your door. So sometime this weekend, keep your eyes peeled.
I like
that.
Can you show that Hulk, the one that you had out of the box?
Oh yeah,
man. I took the angle plug, dude.
Like that, because it's like Joey Ryan gonna grab some dick.
My boy calls it.
Joey Ryan. He grabs that D. Oh, there he is.
There you go.
1/10 scale right there.
Right.
I love that one.
I can give this dude
you know what, dude?
old school hair.
What did you just do? You pulled his head off.
Bam, now he's old school.
Kirby hair. Beatles.
Oh, yeah,
That's Marcus Collins hair.
Right?
That is
So we're going to be giving this dude away on the Comic Core absolutely free. We're going to run this probably promotion for a little while, and it's going to be based on, comments and hashtags and all kinds of cool stuff, so everybody can get a chance to enter multiple times. Try to get as many entries as possible. Give everybody a chance to win something cool. I got a great deal on them. I'm going to share this with the core, man.
Pairing.
Sorry.
Whatever's going on with that pairing.
Hey, so I'm going to remove us from the chat. I'm going to give the Mega Power a minute to say good night and give us a closing. So,
yo, yeah, I like this, dude. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Hell yeah.
You ready, Big 84, dude? You ready to mob out, dude?
Macho,
you want me to go first, man? Let me set it off, dog. Yeah, let me set this off for my man, Big 84, dude. The big Mega Power Hour, dude. We had to come to the Comic Corps, dude, and lay it down on the line, dude. That's what we do, man. And right now, man, my man 84, he's going to go to the hunt and lay it down, dude. The cover champ is 84, dude, and he's defending that motherfucker, bro. We got these big old straps. We got these big old drips, and everybody knows, but we ain't going to say that shit. You know what, dude? Pass that joint all over my man 84, brother. Give it to him raw, dog.
The Macho Madness, we ran through Comic Core, yeah. Like a butter knife through butter, yeah. And just know, Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson, HBK, sexy boy, Me and you squaring up tonight on the hunt, brother. Cover champion, Macho Head, defending the title against HBK. Gonna make quick work of him, like I do. So stay tuned for that. Always stay tuned into my man biggieshaq's channel. Must see TV right here. biggieshaq, my partner in crime, other half of the Mega Powers. And that's it, man. Happy to link up with the Comic Core, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Taking it down Santa Monica, dude. Big choppers, big triple tripods, dude. Venice Beach, man. Muscle madness, dude. Big old weights, clanging, banging. Watch out, dude. Make way, dude. biggieshaq in 84. Gonna wreck you. And what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Ah! Ah!
Now I got to bring everybody back. Those guys are awesome, aren't they, man? Come on.
Oh, man. So great of them to stop by.
Best.
biggieshaq. I appreciate those guys. They had to run because they had to get over on the hunt. But who says let's go? Oh, wait. Biggie's still here. Biggie, you're still on.
Yeah, I'll hang out a little bit. I'll give my boy 84 a little bit.
We got nervous. We thought you were leaving too.
No, I'll hang out for a minute.
Hey, I'm gonna take. You guys started a good conversation earlier, and I kind of want to go off of this list. I'm gonna read off of Ranker.com the top 10 rogue galleries.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Rogue galleries, cool.
And this will help Kenny out a little bit. So we're coming in at number 10, Daredevil.
Daredevil's got a solid rogues gallery.
Coming in at number 9, Green Lantern.
Yeah. Larfleeze. Come on, Drew. Larfleeze, Atrocity.
It's really just Sinestro.
Oh.
Coming in at number 8, you have the First Family, the Fantastic Four.
Well, they have all the villains because that's where every character in the Marvel Universe originated, really.
Number 7,
He's got this.
555 votes, the Avengers.
All right. Good team. They have a shit ton of enemies.
Yeah, they share. Actually, most of the Avengers villains were originally Fantastic Four villains when you think about it.
Number 6.
So I put Fantastic Four above.
The Flash.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do love his rogues. I love all those characters.
See, the Flash is definitely defined by his rogues. I'll give the Flash that.
Master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mirror Master,
Professor Zoom, Gorilla God,
Golden Glider,
Mirror Master,
Weather
Trickster.
Wizard, Trickster. Yeah, he's a
Pied
classic.
Piper,
All Pied
Abracadabra,
Piper.
Weather
Reverse
Wizard.
Flash.
Coming in at number 5, Superman.
Oh.
Meh,
I disagree with this.
Damn.
meh. You're gonna put Superman above the Daredevil rogues, you're above
Bizarro
the Flash
and
rogues. Like
wouldn't
Superman's
put him
had a
above that.
lot. Superman has had a lot of villains because he's been around for a very long time. But how many of Superman's villains are really iconic? Like when you think about iconic Superman villains, right? You got Brainiac, you got Lex, you got Bizarro. You should just say Livewire.
Yeah, she's cool.
Cat,
Man, Livewire is an E-list villain if I ever heard one.
Cat, what were you going
Darkseid's
to
my
say?
favorite.
What's up?
Yeah, what were
Parasite.
you going to say about Superman?
Superman. I don't understand why he's so high up on this list as far as villains go. I actually agree with Drew on this.
Yeah, Superman is like
His
honestly in
villains
my
are
Superman's
not super iconic. I will tell you, Brainiac
Right.
has definitely gone way up with like the Injustice stuff and things like that. And some of the things with like the live action, we've seen like Doomsday get a little bit back up there, but for the most part, his villains are a little womp for me.
Right.
I'd probably put him on the lower end of this list as far as villains go.
My favorite Superman is not him fighting villains, it's him fighting like cosmic shit, like the rotation of a planet needs to be changed, or meteors need to be stopped from crushing an alien planet, or
Calabac.
right. There
Mm.
are certain villains that you would say are Superman villains, but they're not because they become DC universe villains more than they're Superman villains because so many other characters tend to deal with them. But Superman, I think, is better. Like oh, you got to stop this, situation from happening with the giant robot. It's like, okay, well, the villain doesn't matter as much as Superman does in seeing him do these feats of strength.
Well, let's stop this situation. Let's go to number 3, Chad.
No, number 4. Number 4 with 632 votes is the Justice League, which I disagree with.
That's just
like-
everyone in the
But
DC
they can
universe.
have
on that
anyone.
one.
That's not really fair.
Right. And
Hey, y'all,
that's
I'm gonna ride out, man. I just wanted, before I ride out, I want to thank y'all for my man 84, man. We all appreciate y'all. I better get out of here, start cleaning up. Big Melody Mania getting on me. Appreciate y'all, Big Legend, my motherfucker Drew Manchu, Big Comic Corps Chad, Kate and Mark, dude. Y'all are some of the best, man. Really glad to hang out with y'all tonight. Maybe we'll do it again real soon, dude. You know what I mean, man?
Absolutely. Thank you, Biggie Shaq. One of the best.
Holler at y'all.
Coming in.
It's awesome they came through.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, we have the X-Men. I agree.
Oh yeah,
agree with that.
Shit ton of mutants that they're just brotherhood of mutants. Yeah, that's
the Brotherhood, Apocalypse, the
I want to turn
Warlocks.
everyone into dinosaurs.
Okay, coming in at number 2.
I love me.
Number 2, Spider-Man. Oh, don't tell me number 1.
Spider-Man at number 1.
Pearls. Don't tell me number 1's going to be those damn pearls again.
It's me, Batman.
Number 1 is
the pearls.
Batman.
Yep.
Number 1 villain.
Damn pearls again.
Pearls. Yeah, the pearls cause everything.
Don't start with the pearls, okay? The pearls are just a reminder.
I was watching Batwoman.
Thomas Wayne.
The pearls were on there again.
The pearls were on Batwoman?
Yeah, first time.
God damn.
Cheap.
There goes Chad. We lost him.
All right, I'm gonna go on a mini rant. I've done it before. All right, expensive pearls versus fake pearls. Expensive pearls, there's a knot in between each individual pearl. So if you actually break the chain of pearls, you might lose 1 or 2 pearls. However, if you have a chain of fake pearls, they're all going to go everywhere. I'm going to tell you right now, that was nothing more than paste. Thomas Wayne, how dare you? You are a billionaire. Get your woman some real pearls.
Real pearls, Thomas.
Well, since we're on it, do you guys want to do the top 10 best comic book superheroes of all time?
Yes.
If my girl's not on there, I'm going to smack someone.
She's not. I'm going to tell you that right now. She's not.
Okay, coming in at number 10, none other than Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Number 9, The
C-list.
Flash. Number 8, Thor. 7, Hulk. 6, Iron Man. 5, Superman. 4, Captain America. 3, Wolverine.
Fuck.
2, Batman, and coming in at number 1, Aquaman. No, I'm sorry, Spider-Man.
No.
Damn, no
Agreed.
Shazam, no Thing, Ben Graham, no Phantom
No.
Stranger, no Animal.
No, they're all too niche. You know, they all have their place, and everybody has their favorite characters. But when you think of like base popularity, you have to include all forms of media, and you have to include, the way that these characters are received. And I think that Spider-Man, Batman is kind of like that. I agree. Spider-Man's first, then Batman, and then I think that you put Captain America in that top 4. And
Rushmore, right? That's a Rushmore.
And Superman's got to be top 5 because it just.
I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that Hulk made it above Wonder Woman, someone was getting high when they made this list.
You're crazy because Wonder Woman doesn't sell.
Hulk's
It's
horrible.
Hulk, no. Hulk is beautiful.
We do have the DC fans girl that reviews Wonder Woman. And
look, Wonder Woman's fine and dandy. Like she has validity as a superhero. I'm just saying, like on a list of top 10.
I'm not talking about
Hong in the house.
I'm just talking about your superhero. I'm talking your merchandise. I'm talking your shows, your movies, your everything, your T-shirt sales, your freaking stickers.
You've got.
Your
I'm just saying, like stickers and T-shirts and toys and all that. Wonder Woman didn't sell until the last couple of years. Hulk's been selling since that dude came.
You got Folgers and Maxwell House.
Hulk is Mount Rushmore of Marvel. When you think of it, Hulk is one of the originals and will go down as one of the most popular characters in the history of comics. Like without his own movie, Hulk has kind of carried. Like kids love to smash things. Kids
that figure you have, that big old 14-inch figure, you could probably beat the crap out of it.
I could beat somebody to death with this thing, man. This thing is heavy. I got a good deal on it. When I ship this out, guys, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. So, but I think I think
it in a flat rate.
What's that?
Just put it in a flat rate.
I don't know if it'll fit.
Make it fit.
What you do with a mint box figure, Cat, you would not be happy if it arrived all crinkled up.
The chat asked what list this was, and it was from Rankers, and we've got it's almost what time? How long have we been on?
There's a sting and the sting in the rafters.
Yeah,
Let's
coming
ask,
up
let's
soon.
ask the chat. Hulk or
There's
Wonder
stick
Woman?
way
Just
in
give me a
the
quick vote, real quick.
Hulk or Wonder
16.
Woman, people.
Hulk or Wonder Woman?
Hulk is like Doomsday though, because the angrier he gets, the more powerful he gets.
I'm gonna
he's
throw my
like
vote in
super
here.
pissed off. You're putting your vote in there, Ledge?
Yep.
So we're at the hour mark. We'll do this last list, and then
Damn.
we're gonna call it a night. I got,
There you go, long box diving, Wonder Woman. Woo woo!
and I'll let the chat get involved in
Y'all lying to
this.
yourselves.
What is the top 10 most powerful superheroes? Comic book characters of all time.
Franklin Richards.
That
I'll
fucking
do number
Spectre
10
pretty powerful.
is Galactus.
Okay, Eater of Worlds, you know.
Yeah, he should be on there.
Coming in at number 9 is Kronos.
Oh yeah, the time guy. I hadn't heard from him lately.
Number 8, Phoenix.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Phoenix.
I
She's
think that'd
pretty
be higher.
7, Oblivion. Number 6, Infinity.
Where's that Franklin? You talking about Franklin Richardson now?
Number 5, Death. Coming in at number 4, the Fulcrum. Number 3, Eternity. Number 2, the Living Tribunal.
And number one.
Power off.
The Marvel superhero, the most powerful in all comics, the one above all. I don't even know who that dude is.
One above
Dude.
all is basically an allegory for God.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the overall creator. The one above all is kind of a open concept.
God gimmick here.
Yeah, but
that
the
was
thing
a
is,
shitty
Franklin
list.
Richards is
Where's Sting?
more powerful than a bunch of those characters.
I don't like these lists.
You don't like
making them, man. You're making.
Well-
Hey, can you do me a favor and read me off
Here's
top
I don't like this list. I
Starfire
was like,
appearances?
No, Starfire doesn't need to be on any of these.
Where's
lists.
Carson?
I'm just trying to get you a list that you like.
Oh, there's Carson.
No.
coming out of the rap-
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand Phoenix being so low on that list necessarily.
I'm sure they have reasons listed at some point, but
All right.
All right,
these
guys.
lists are all arbitrary. Everybody's, you know, you write one story that changes one little thing, and then the totality of everybody's power structure all changes. You can sit here and talk about verses all night.
It's all opinion. It's all
Yeah.
opinion.
Honestly, it is.
My
Like, there's
opinion's
no.
wrong.
Negative.
Your opinion's wrong. Everyone's
No. My opinion's not wrong, but everybody else's is.
To someone,
Big
we
Bang
are.
Theory.
So there's still a line from Dennis Leary.
Stephen
That's
Hawking.
my opinion. Oh, not Dennis Leary. What the fuck was that dude's name? That's
George
my
Carlin?
opinion. And I could be wrong. But with that being said, guys, everybody, good. Thank you for jumping in tonight. Thanks for staying with us. Big shout out to Comic Cat 84 and biggieshaq. Legend, what you got going on?
Man, I got fiber, baby, and I ain't talking about Raisin Bran and shit. Man, I got that 1,000 megabit per second download, but no doubt about it, we're still going 720p. It's just going to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit leaner, and it's going to be that 60 FPS. So stay tuned. I may be doing some gaming very soon.
Mark,
Tune and soon was the rhyme.
Hashtag
5
Costco
seconds
fiber.
ahead of time, baby. All right,
Mark
sorry.
and
Ted.
Cat have something very cool coming up. I don't know if they're going to talk about it yet, but Mark, what's going on?
You want to talk about your new show?
My show.
Okay, so I am not actually on this show. It is Mark and his assistant. His assistant is, huge shout out to the Puppet Forge once again, because Lawrence the Puppet has a show coming out with Mark BKR90.
God, it's gonna be so good.
So, do you want to tell him about your show, bud?
So I'm making things like this.
It's called BKR Behind the Bar.
There's a lot of alcohol in that.
And it's them making mixed drinks and talking about the mixed drinks and hanging out.
Dude, maybe one day Drew will do one, keeping it loud in the cloud.
Yeah, well, we gotta make sure that we keep it family friendly.
How about you, Drew? What you got going on, baby?
Man, we talked about it earlier. I'm trying to get some other collaborations and shows off the ground. So I'm doing some legwork behind the scenes. Also got some more reviews coming up. And I'm going to drop the details on how you can win that Hulk figure. So stay tuned to the Comic Core for that. And basically, tell your friends. Share these videos. If you think that somebody out there wants to see my review, share it in a Facebook group, share it on your Twitter. You want to talk people up about the Golden Guys, man, when they are live, share that video out with your friends. We want to grow the Comic Core. If you're in any other communities that we are not a part of, reach out to those communities, man. Bring everybody together because we want to grow. We want to have a good time with everybody. And we want to make sure that we have as much collaboration going on in this channel as possible.
That's awesome. Well said.
Yeah.
I don't have. I got nothing to say. I'm starting to feel crappy. So
Sting.
Yep, it's Sting
Things in
time.
the rafters.
Guys, thank you for watching us. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hit that like button, subscribe. Check out the new and improved Comic Core Unlimited. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm out. I got.
All right, man. We'll see y'all later. We miss you, Carson. Where's